Just like people, animals at the North Carolina Zoo get annual checkups, and it takes a team to examine large ones like this 27-year-old female zebra named Miracle.
With Miracle's age, she is geriatric, so we do try to get hands on her about once a year to make sure that everything is working well.
In order to do that, Miracle must be asleep.
Some of our bigger animals and some of our more dangerous animals, we can't do those things without anesthesia.
So while vet techs monitor all the vitals, Dr. Tim Jaroff gives Miracle a thorough evaluation.
That's like views of the mitral valve.
The team uses ultrasound technology to look at the heart and other major organs.
Everything is stable, good SpO2, good CO2, so I think we're doing as well as we can do right now.
Since Miracle seems to be doing well with the anesthesia, Dr. Jaroff continues the head-to-toe check, specifically focusing on the teeth and feet.
Zebras age similar to horses as they start to get some irregularities to how those teeth wear, and they can have some trouble chewing food, and that can lead to some problems with digestion.
We've noticed over the past few months that she's had a little bit of an issue chewing her hay.
Miracle does need some teeth filed down to even out her bite. And her hooves also have to be trimmed.
Back left, yeah.
Throughout the exam, Miracle's longtime keeper, Kelly Davis, anxiously watches. And she's not the only one worried. Another zebra named Zooberry also keeps checking in.
Miracle is basically his substitute mom. They are not related, but ever since he arrived here, he's been stuck at her side, so he was also concerned as well.
By the end of the checkup, both got good news.
She looks overall healthy. We'll just manage the teeth, we'll manage her diet, we'll manage the things around that.
And Miracle and her mate Zooberry will be together again by the end of the day. At the North Carolina Zoo, Shannon Smith, Fox 8 News. While many may not consider this one-eyed possum cute,
we beg to differ.
Joseph is changing people's perspectives about possums.
A lot of people love getting to see him moving around and doing possum things.
Someone found the 1-year-old injured last year, and after unsuccessfully trying to treat him at home, brought him to the North Carolina Zoo's Wildlife Rehabilitation Center.
He's very special in the case that he was treated there and he was supposed to go back into the wild, but due to really liking people and being dependent on them, he did not make a good candidate for that. So lucky for us, he is an ambassador now.
Joseph lives at the zoo and participates in programs teaching people how to help his species by showing off his skills.
This puzzle actually makes him work a little harder for his food.
Many people have never even seen a possum alive up close.
So it is truly something special to see Joseph doing his thing, doing behaviors, and coming out and meeting people instead of being roadkill.
Zookeepers say as people get to know possums, they will want to save them. And that's as simple as securing trash cans and not throwing any litter out on the road.
Although banana peels and apple cores do degrade in a natural habitat, they also cause animals to go to the road. So animals like that can get hit by cars unintentionally.
Zookeepers also share the importance of protecting wild spaces for possums, the only marsupial living in North America.
A lot of times after the program's over, they have a different opinion on possums.
And with a curious close-up like that, it's easy to see why Joseph leaves a lasting impression.
Right there, bud.
Cesar's a half a century old, so he struggles to see his sweet potato treats.
Oh, there you go.
Instead of relying on his sight, he uses his trunk to sniff them out.
It's like a little vacuum cleaner.
Yes. At 50 years old, Cesar's the oldest African bull elephant in North America. Most males live to just 38.
It is a pretty big deal for African elephants to reach the age of 50.
That's not the only reason to celebrate Cesar's milestone birthday. The North Carolina Zoo turns 50 this summer too, and he's the animal that's lived here the longest.
He was a really fuzzy elephant as a baby. He had a lot of little fuzzy hairs. He was really cute.
Cesar first arrived at the zoo back in 1978 when he was 4 years old. Over the decades, Cesar grew to be 10 feet tall with 2 massive tusks and now weighs in at 5.5 tons.
He was the first elephant brought here So he is everybody's favorite. Everybody knows him. He is the biggest elephant we have out here with 2 big tusks, so everybody recognizes him right away.
And all of his keepers adore him. Deborah Myers has worked with him for the past 6 years.
Cesar is a very charismatic elephant. He is everybody's favorite. He's just a sweet old man, and he really enjoys participating with his keepers for all his husbandry behaviors and things like that.
Even though Cesar deals with some of the physical ailments of aging, like poor eyesight and ailing joints, his keepers say his mind remains sharp.
Good boy. You can do better than that. Good job.
He learns new training techniques all the time. His keepers even taught him elephant yoga.
So we try to do his yoga every other day, just his strengthening his core and his muscles, making sure that he still can move around as well as he can.
Most days, Cesar still makes his way around the habitat and leads the herd of elephants here.
He also loves to go swimming in the pool, so he loves to go in there and cool off. He'll also take naps in there. You'll see him just his side sticking out with his trunk up.
So as one of the zoo's all-time favorites turns 50, his keepers can't help but feel a bit emotional.
He's been just, sorry. He is just a sweetheart. He's absolutely the best elephant I think that I've ever worked with. I'm not biased at all. All the elephants love to be around him. He's a good leader.
It's breakfast time at the North Carolina Zoo. Listen to the newest edition, Chomp Away.
So he's got a good appetite.
He's got a very good appetite.
Along with his apples and bananas, the baby porcupine even tried to taste our microphone.
He's like, is that something else to eat?
Baby porcupines are called porcupets.
Okay, the porcupet's just a few months old and only arrived at the North Carolina Zoo late last month.
And he is just super adorable. He's a lot of fun. He's still kind of getting used to his habitat right now, but we are excited for him to start exploring it more as he gets more comfortable here at Rocky Coast.
Zookeepers say they know he's comfortable because his quills are flat.
When they're in defensive mode and they have them spiked up, there's a mechanism in the skin that when something lightly touches that quill, that it will actually just fall right out.
But they don't come out as easily when porcupines, or in this case, porcupets, are relaxed.
So if he falls or rolls over, because they are very clumsy animals, they're not going to spike themselves, or it actually acts as a lot of cushion.
Even while he wanders his habitat, the porcupet will be chomping.
They are also called accidental loggers because they chew on everything. They love to chew on bark and wood in the wintertime.
And with such a big appetite, zookeepers expect this little guy to grow quite a bit bigger. So he won't be a porcupet for very long.
The males and females will actually get upwards of 35 pounds, especially in the wintertime when they want to stay nice and warm.
At the North Carolina Zoo, Shannon Smith, Fox 8 News. Sahara keeps her cat wheel spinning.
She does like her wheel right on the glass because she likes looking out, I guess, as she's doing it.
The new addition to the sandcat habitat is more than just a toy. The wheel helps these animals mimic wild behaviors in the African deserts where they originate.
So these guys are having to just walk and walk and walk to try and find a single bug or a snake slithering by. So even though these guys have all of their food, water, and a ton of stuff to do, it's really important for them to have kind of that exercise as well with the cat wheel.
A family of 5 sandcats live in the Desert Dome at the North Carolina Zoo, but zookeepers split them into 2 groups. Sahara spends time with her daughter Cleo, and her sons hang with their dad.
Mom didn't want the boys hanging around anymore. You know how it is. They're messy, they're noisy, they're getting into all your stuff.
Cleo and her brothers turned 2 this spring and will eventually have to move on to other zoos across the country.
And we're very fortunate that we're able to run all boys and all girl groups because you don't always get that, especially with solitary cats like sand cats. But fortunately, Dad, he's a very chill cat.
While these sandcats look super cute and cuddly, zookeepers remind guests they are not kittens.
These guys are the 2nd deadliest cat in the world because these guys have one of the highest kill rates.
And keepers want guests to be respectful of the cats while they watch them in action.
So important when guests come to make sure that they treat these animals as if you're finding them in the wild versus like maybe at a pet store or something, because these animals are not domesticated cats.
At the North Carolina Zoo, Shannon Smith, Fox 8 News.
They're all the age when they come in. It's hard to remember what they actually are.